We got OVR set up, incline, neutral grip bench press, 6x3, down from 8x3. So we're trimming reps again, total reps. Shouldn't be anything too difficult. We've done 140 on here before and maintained like a 0.82 average. So I'm going to try and beat that by 5, see if we can maintain the speed. However, there's a caveat with that. I'm going to try a narrower neutral grip. Typically, I'm on the widest handles here. And for no particular reason, I just want to try narrowing it up a little bit, just because I want to. So we'll kind of see how it feels. I'm not going to necessarily base today like on anything. I'm just going to fucking send it with a narrower grip and just see how it feels. So let's fucking do it. It is only 3. We're going to throw some 45s on and get to work. So probably unsurprisingly, neutral grip feels pretty good. And you may be asking, well, you know, I'm a close grip bencher. Why had I not been using the narrower grip before? And the only reason I can come up with is just because when I did wide just felt more appropriate for how I normally bench. And close grip, or the next handle in, felt too close. I don't know. The former just seemed more logical. But now that I'm doing it, I don't know, both feel good, to be honest. It's not like wide feels bad. You know, it's not like I'm like changing it because it felt bad. I'm just doing something different because I want to. All right, 6 sets of 3, 145. Doing roughly 45 seconds in between sets, give or take, something like that. So far so good. Not too bad. Definitely faster than previous. So. A little slower, but we're still at 0.88 for these. So, which is almost in a whole second faster. Just about, because I was at 0.9 on that first rep. Ugh. It's funny again with the neutral. A lot of the balance is this way with the wrist. The wrist wants to do this, especially with the band tension up there, which you don't really have to deal with that when your hands are like this, or at least not as much in my experience. Oh, we dropped off a cliff on that one. That was only 0.8. We dropped off a cliff. We're already halfway though. We have 3 sets to go. Yeah, wake up. Try to keep those hips down a little bit better. That was faster. We were back up to 0.85. That one super slow set probably cost us the average. Maybe not. We'll see. Two sets left, man. Oh, fuck. 2 sets. Nice. That was a good one. One more. I believe after this, I think we're close grip axle pressing again. And then single arm rows, dumbbell rows, pull downs. I think it's wide grip. And we got cable face pulls at the end. It's a fun workout. Ugh. All right, let's go. Last one, or last 3. Ah. Not bad. Let's see what the average is. It's looking pretty good. 11% velocity loss. Average 0.86. So about half a second faster on a closer grip, which honestly probably makes sense. So that's pretty killer. We're gonna drop this down to flat, I believe. I think it's flat axle. Swap the bars out. Close grip axle. I think last week we did 8s. I think we're doing 6s this week, which is good because I think that 8 was like pretty close to failure, or at least knocking on the door. So we'll go ahead and get that set up. Get to work. All right, guys. Flat bench, close grip on the axle. This is 112 right here. 217 is the previous record for flat. And we're going to a 6RM. See if we can do 222. That'll be the goal at least. All right, this will be 202, and then we'll jump straight to 222 for the PR, assuming this goes well, which I don't see why it wouldn't. Right, 222 for 6. Again, one of the things you guys got to consider too, if you ever do close grip bench, don't just go closer for the sake of being closer. Because hand position, arguably, like the distance between your hands isn't the variable that matters. You're only bringing the hands closer because what that tends to do is close the elbow angle, right? So the whole purpose of close grip is as you reach the bottom, you have maximal bend in the elbow. Because if you watch some conventional bench presses, I'm not even talking about just powerlifting, I'm talking about just barbell benches in general. Most people, I would probably say, are only getting 90 degrees at the elbow. They're only getting about here. In most cases, I would say that's true. So you go closer with the hands to decrease that angle. So you're getting a huge amount of tension on the tricep. And in some cases, depending on how you're built, you also get as much, if not more, shoulder extension, which is more pec stuff. So it doesn't turn into tricep only. And so anyway, just, you know, because I see a lot of people, they're like, oh, close grip bench, you know, thumbs together. And it's like, that's not necessarily the point. I mean, if you're fucking long armed like an orangutan, you could probably still technically have a wide setup and still be hella tricep dominant in that press variation. That really didn't feel that hard. I kind of want to do one more. All right, I just went up by 10. 232 for 6. Yeah, there we go. Nice. All right, we're doing kneeling rows. Get fucking anything. All right, so we are doing kneeling rows. Hopefully you guys can see me. I know it's a little weird lighting. That's because the sun is setting, so it's a little awkward. What the hell is going on over there? Sorry, there's people climbing on top of a car. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, previous record was 100 for 15, and regrettably, I don't remember if I used straps or not. My thought process is 15's a lot, and I feel like I would have worn straps regardless because it's 15. However, I know I was getting to a point where I was maxing out my dumbbells for 15 reps. So I feel like if I did 100 for 15, I probably barehanded it, but I honestly don't remember. So I'm gonna do 90 for the first set and just kind of see how that feels, and then either repeat 100 barehanded and see how that went, or try and go for 105. I don't think I'm gonna wear straps at all, just because I do kind of want to work on my grip. That's been something I've kind of been working on for like the past like year. So very casually, I haven't been doing like direct grip training, but I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna quit procrastinating, and we're just gonna fucking send it, dude. So Let's go ahead and get 90 on here, which it looks like it's already on there. How convenient. I should probably use some chalk, but I'm not going to. We're just going to get right into it. And it is kneeling. I don't know if I said that already, so it means we're going to use the bench as a support. My hands are a little sweaty. Let's see if we can hold on for all 15 here. All right. Right side's obviously going to be easier, I think. So if this is hard, then left side's going to suck. Well, I did get my 15, relatively casually, I might add. So, other side shouldn't be too bad either. We'll see. You know what I might do real quick for you guys? I know I'm changing plans in the middle of a set. How dare I? But I might try this angle here. This might be better. It looks better from this way, so we might just do this. Scoot this over just a little bit so you guys can see my pretty side. Hopefully you're not just getting all ass. Hopefully you can still see me row here. Yeah, 90 for 15 is not too bad. I think I can probably do 100. I don't know about 105. I could probably try. I'll probably just do 105. And if my grip loses it, I'll just take a quick break and try and squeeze out what's left. All right, let's see if we can bare hand 105 for 15. Ugh. You see the dumbbell's starting to tilt, so I was losing it a little bit, but we did manage to hold on. See if we can do it on the lift. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. All right, guys. Wide grip lat pull down for 15. I already got the PR on there. We're just going to go for it right away. Straps are going on for this because I don't want my grip to interfere with this. I want to be able to get all 15 of my reps, and I want to be a little bit more deliberate with my approach because I think I do remember this set, and I was a little aggressive with my momentum, so kind of want to be a little strict here. Come on. Dude, these are not cooperating at all. Come on. Jesus. There we go. Okay. I don't know why that was giving me so much trouble. Hurting my quad. This pad's in a weird spot. Not too bad, actually. Might do one more. I just added 5, by the way. Nothing crazy. Because those last few were hard. But it didn't feel that bad compared to what I was expecting, right? So. One more. Fuck. Holy shit. All right, guys. This is my last set of the face pulls, just because it's 3 sets of 30, 35 pounds on the stack. I didn't feel like filming the first 2. Sorry. So you guys are going to see the last one at least. And then we're out of here. We are out of here. Gotta go get my steps in. Oh, and then relax, because it is the weekend. Fucking finally. All right. All right, my strap's coming apart a little bit. So it is high angle, right? So there's been a few variations where we lean back to get that parallel line of action or line of pull. This is purposefully high angle, right? So I don't want to lean back. I want to stay forward so that my scaps have to pull back and down, right, to here. So I'm still facing forward. If I were to lean back, this is now a parallel face pull. So I want to be up here like this. Just FYI. Halfway. Awesome. See you guys in the next video. No, yeah, that's it. I'm out. See ya.